Well, Mark, we have a pretty interesting lineup today. Projects varying from anything from a robotic bobcat to a project looking at brain activity after a concussion.
Let's keep the projects rolling here, and Kelsey Borza is once again on the broadcast as she got an inside scoop on a very special kind of bobcat.
That's right, Mark. Rufus might just have some competition this year. Students in the College of Engineering spent their senior year designing a robot that moves like a cat. Graylin Roos takes us behind the scenes of the creation of the robotic bobcat. Ohio University has the largest composting facility of any in the country, and it's utensils like this made out of potatoes that can turn into soil after you use them. There are also many colleges and universities that offer free access to their computers and printers, like here at Washington State Community College. All you need is a free library card. Dr. Galvin has had his 2 tigers in these pens for just about a year now, and he said he hopes to move them over to this larger pen by next week. One student organization will have a stand set up, taking people's full bottles of beer, pouring them into plastic cups to eliminate glass in the streets. 7 out of the 10 schools in the survey are here in the Mid-American Conference. That means residents of Athens can save a little bit of green when cheering on the green and white. The cannon's not the only thing you can see from the Civil War era. This tent represents what an officer's quarters would have looked like. The football players first tried to get into the bar through the front entrance, but without having proper identification, they were turned away. They then came around the corner to try to get into the side entrance, which is where the fight started. Dr. Jim Galvin came to Athens County from Toledo to retire and pursue his dream of creating a preserve for exotic cats.
I've been told there's 10 cats waiting for me in Ohio already. This was before Zanesville, and I've been told there's 3 up in Michigan waiting for me. So the demand is there, and the need is there.
Last week in Muskingum County, a man with almost 50 exotic animals let them loose, and law enforcement officers say they had no choice but to kill them. Governor John Kasich decided it was time to sign an executive order to tame exotic animal ownership laws. Galvin says strict regulations are needed, but responsible owners should not be punished in the process.
I think it's going to have to be a public-private partnership between conscientious owners and the zoos and sanctuaries like myself to protect 400, 500, 600 of these tigers so they don't go extinct. So no, I'm not for an all-out ban. Let's regulate the hell out of the bad owners and get them out of business.
Dr. Galvin has had his 2 tigers in these pens for just about a year now, and he said he hopes to move them over to this larger pen by next week. Galvin says he modeled his 40 by 80 foot pen after another sanctuary that's been in operation for more than 30 years and holds more than 250 cats.
My pen design is such that anybody trying to get into the cats, or before any cat could get loose, they'll have to go through a series of 3 gates, each one with 2 locks on it, and each lock having a different key, and I'll be the only one with all the keys.
Galvin says he's not worried about his cats being taken away if a ban is signed into Ohio law because he believes responsible exotic animal owners will be protected. Kelsey Borza, WOUB News.
It just was a wake-up call to the entire nation in terms of the concerns that we must have on a college campus. There was a time when we didn't think tragedies like that would happen on college campuses.
That wake-up call forced universities to question how safe their campuses are.
Now, after Virginia Tech, they shut all the doors and increased security to where you to go anywhere, like up a floor, down a floor, out to the lobby. Like on the first floor, you needed your dorm key to get in and out of everywhere, and you weren't allowed to hang around outside, like just stuff like that. Those privileges got taken away.
In many ways, Virginia Tech was to university policing what September 11th was on a national level to Homeland Security. It kind of raised everyone's awareness about our vulnerabilities and the fact that we need to do a better job of communicating with each other and within, across disciplines within the university.
Communication was one thing that Virginia Tech could have done better that day. The university did not send out an email to students about the attack until 2 hours after the first shooting. They were found guilty of negligence just last month for delaying the campus warning. In 2007, during the Virginia Tech massacre, you may have received a text message or a phone call from a friend letting you know what was going on. But today, in such an incident, you would immediately receive a text message alert from the university, find out instantly on Twitter, or hear about it through the campus-wide emergency PA system. Warning people instantly of potential dangers on campus is something Ohio University has put on the forefront in the past 5 years.
I think awareness is really the key. I think keeping everyone aware of the potential for danger, for a tragedy, is always important. You never want to panic a campus, but you do want people to be aware that there are certain steps that you can take, that all of us can take, to make this a safer campus.
At Hocking College, officers are forced to be out on campus at the beginning and end of every shift.
They have to be visible. So if they park their car at one end and go on foot patrol at another, that's fine. When someone tries to take advantage of someone, a criminal or someone who's an aggressive person who's looking for prey, if they see that police car, it may be empty, it'll deter them.
OU offers a training program to help people learn how to react in a dangerous situation.
Individuals have to fight back in order to overcome or overpower the assailant. So if somebody comes in with a gun, instead of just complying with them, fight back.
Professors are encouraged to look for and report students that exhibit odd behavior, but often it is up to the students to keep an eye out for potential danger.
We won't be the ones that will come across it. It's going to be the students or the faculty and staff that have to be more aware. And when we do press that here, is to be more aware, look around, and take a second. If it doesn't look right.
Training and preparation are key to keeping campuses safe, but ultimately these tragedies are something no one can predict.
You just don't know. So you get up every day hoping that nothing like that occurs on your campus, but you live with the reality that it could.